Hello and welcome into the broadcast, everybody. My name is Samuel Reese, coming to you live this afternoon across YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. The UEFA Champions League Semifinals roll on, and we welcome the second leg of Manchester City against Paris Saint-Germain. Let's get right into the starting lineup, shall we? On a very cold and bitter night in Manchester, England, the hosts line up like this. It's the Brazilian Ederson in goal. It's Alexander Zinchenko, Ruben Diaz, John Stones, and Kyle Walker at the back. Bernardo Silva, the captain, Fernandinho, and Ilkay Gundogan in the midfield. And then up top, it's the trio of Phil Foden, Kevin De Bruyne, and Riyad Mahrez. Meanwhile, for the visitors, PSG, it's Keylor Navas in goal as usual. The back line consisting of Alessandro Florenzi, the captain Marquinhos, as well as Presnel Kimpembe and Abdou Diallo, who did not start in the return fixture. Ander Herrera, Leandro Paredes are the two holding mids. Angel Di Maria, Marco Verratti, and Neymar making up the rest of PSG's midfield. And up top, it is Mauro Icardi, not Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe dealing with quite a significant injury, significant enough anyways to keep him out of a big match like this, with a spot in the Champions League final on the line. In 90 minutes, we could have one of two finalists of this year's Champions League set. 25 days from now, two teams will play for the crown in Istanbul, Turkey. Will it be PSG or Man City, the first of those two of the two possible teams to go through to the final? We'll find out, and I really mean it when I say it's been some miserable weather today in Manchester, England. There were downpours earlier in the day, really a hail/ice storm, I guess you could call it, and there is some, snow on the pitch, I guess you could call it. It's more like ice, really, but the conditions are playable. UEFA checked the pitch right before the match. We kick off on time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. local at the Etihad in Manchester, England. And Man City, of course, won the opening leg 2-1 and have the 2 away goals heading into the second leg. So PSG with a big mountain to climb, but it's not insurmountable by any means. Phil Foden committing an early foul. Man City in their traditional light blue kits. PSG in the darker blue and red. And off we go. It'll definitely be interesting to see how the surface affects this match because, already early on, the ball certainly not rolling with much pace, as would be expected in these type of conditions. There's a swing and a miss from Riyad Mahrez out on the far side for a PSG throw-in. Another foul called against Manchester City, who are led by Pep Guardiola. PSG, of course, led by former Tottenham head coach Mauricio Pochettino. Free kick to PSG. Once more, the foul this time against Fernandinho. And it's Angel Di Maria who took a bit of a late whack, clutching his left foot. Most players going with the short sleeve shirt, although despite the conditions, it's a proper Manchester night, isn't it? We are in May, but it still feels like winter on this night in England. This is sent out wide by Kimpembe. They are using a white ball for this match. Interesting decision. Now long ball forward, headed down, but it falls to Angel Di Maria. The Argentine links up with the Brazilian Neymar. Neymar looking wide, but even in these conditions, that ball with too much pace. And it's out for a Man City throw-in, close to the corner flag. The right idea from Neymar, but not quite the execution. Right before the match, the grounds crew was working on shoveling off some of that ice and snow that accumulated onto the pitch prior to kickoff. Nothing is falling down as of right now, and hopefully it'll stay that way, or else the conditions could worsen even, as that pass is intercepted by İlkay Gündoğan. Gündoğan, who's had quite the season, has his pass deflected into the path of teammate Kyle Walker. Now Mahrez. Manchester City with the 2-1 lead on aggregate. Doesn't mean PSG can't come back, but it was certainly quite the tale of two halves in the first leg that I was on the call for 6 days ago in Paris, France. PSG had the lead at the break. It was all Man City in the second half with a comeback victory. Back it goes to Keylor Navas, the Costa Rican. Marquinhos out wide for Alessandro Florenzi. Marquinhos once more to Keylor Navas. A high press here from Man City. One-touch pass into space from Kimpembe. PSG will win a throw-in. Manchester City could have clinched the Premier League title 2 days ago if Liverpool had defeated Manchester United in that much-anticipated matchup at the weekend. But I think everyone's aware of what occurred at Old Trafford with the anti-Glazer protest taking place. Fans storming the pitch at Old Trafford, breaking into the ground. At the end of the day, it was just too unsafe to have the game go forward. It was originally delayed, then postponed. So now Man City's next chance to win the Premier League title will come on Saturday when they take on Chelsea, who are obviously competing for a Champions League spot. Verratti with a nice pass out wide. Here is Neymar. Neymar! The strike is blocked. Now it falls at the edge of the box. Bjorn Kuipers, by the way, of the Netherlands, is tonight's referee. Very experienced official in UEFA. 5 minutes played. PSG maybe with a chance here. It's Angel Di Maria in the box. Very congested area. Di Maria's effort is blocked. Getting in the way was Bernardo Silva. PSG still in possession, though. This is Di Maria. He goes tumbling down at the edge of the penalty area. He wanted a foul, but the referee says get up. Now here's PSG in the midfield. Here's Marco Verratti. Verratti gets it back. Early stages from a snowy Manchester. Driven ball. Dealt with at the edge of the box by John Stones. A little pressure here on Kyle Walker. That ball did not go out. Marco Verratti saves it. Cuts it back for Neymar. Neymar with a square ball. It couldn't find Icardi. Now it's back out. Beautiful ball through, and at the back post, it just couldn't quite find the ensuing runner, Florenzi. However, do we have a penalty kick given? Yes, we do. Alexander Zinchenko, the young Ukrainian left back, has been called for a handball. He cannot believe it. He is defiant in his stance. This ball sailed through. It looked like it took a bit of a deflection. And then that seems certainly like the shoulder of Zinchenko. It most definitely appears to be a harsh call against Manchester City. But this is what VAR is in place for, as the referee, Bjorn Kuipers, will jog over to the monitor and take a look. Zinchenko absolutely furious. But yeah, looking at the replay, it's clearly off the top of his shoulder. The referee doesn't even take a second. Realizes immediately that his original decision was the incorrect one. A penalty check that you'd miss if you blinked. And it will be no penalty in the end. It was quite obvious looking at it one time through. Pep Guardiola immediately saying that that was not a handball. Obviously, Manchester City are always going to say that, but that time they certainly had a case, and even PSG cannot complain with that ruling. So we play on. It was thought for a moment that PSG would have an early opportunity at the Etihad to take the lead and tie the score on aggregate. But that opportunity will not arise. But it's definitely a positive start for the Parisians, especially without Kylian Mbappe tonight. So 8 minutes in, no score at the Etihad. A throw-in on the far side for Manchester City. It's a long throw. Controlled on the far sideline by Bernardo Silva. And Kimpembe does well for PSG. Although a throw-in will be awarded, to PSG, in fact. So Kimpembe does his defensive duties. A little bit of pressure there for Paredes. He was in tight space. A whistle goes against Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne, who had the opening goal in Manchester City's successful comeback efforts in the reverse fixture last Wednesday. It certainly wasn't intentional, but De Bruyne won't care. That goal certainly shifted the momentum to Manchester City's side. And they will now have a free kick. Fernandinho looking to take it. It's played short to Gundogan. Foden out wide. Zinchenko back for Ruben Diaz. "10 minutes played. Thanks everyone for stopping by. No score. Second leg of this UEFA Champions League semifinal. The winner will be heading to Istanbul 25 days from now. Oh, look at this beautiful long ball from Ederson. Ederson opens up an opportunity. Zinchenko cuts it back. De Bruyne with a chance. It's blocked, but a chance once more, and it's put away. Slipped home by the Algerian, and Riyad Mahrez has put the hosts on top. 11 minutes in, it's Manchester City 1, PSG 0, and it's a 2-goal lead for the citizens. Just the start Pep Guardiola was looking for from his side. Absolute heartbreak for PSG in the early stages. They were the better team for the opening 10 minutes, but look at this brilliance from Ederson. The long ball opening up the opportunity. Zinchenko with the glorious cutback. De Bruyne with all that space had his original effort blocked by Florenzi, but PSG could just not recover. And Riyad Mahrez was there making the run at the back post. A composed finish as Navas was out of position, tried to close down that near post, but Mahrez able to slip it by the Costa Rican goalkeeper. 1-0 Manchester City. And if they weren't already in the driver's seats, they certainly are now. 3-1 on the aggregate, and Manchester City have made PSG's job all the more difficult now. Riyad Mahrez has put them on top. And now we'll see what PSG's response is. It's not the end of the world for PSG. Coming into tonight, they had to score. Well, they had to win 2-0 to go through. As Manchester City did have the away goals edge coming into tonight, and they still do to this point. Now with that Manchester City goal, 2 goals for PSG would still give them a chance instead of those 2 goals winning it for them, since they have conceded early on. If it were to finish 2-1 PSG, extra time would determine the winner. As this is back with Zinchenko. Now Phil Foden. Back to Zinchenko. The attempted clearance is dealt with nicely by De Bruyne in the midfield. And now a lot of space opening up on that right-hand side. Here is Gundogan. Stones all the way back for Ederson. Ederson's ball forward, controlled by Kimpembe. If Manchester City did manage to score again, then it really would be an unbelievable task ahead for PSG. But as long as PSG don't concede again, they'll still give themselves a chance. But it's certainly not an easy scenario for them. As Verratti finds Neymar. Neymar to Di Maria. Di Maria lays it out wide. Driven ball in, but it's right to the hands of Ederson. No problem for the Brazilian keeper. Abdou Diallo with the service. Just couldn't quite put it in the area he would have liked to. Here is Fernandinho for Manchester City. That's taken away in the midfield. Verratti's pass will be handled by Neymar. Neymar driving forward. Neymar still going. A late challenge and a foul called. Neymar drawing the contact, and this sets up a promising opportunity for the visitors as Gundogan ultimately clipped the Brazilian from behind. Neymar just so good on the ball. And Gundogan mistimed his challenge. No arguments could be had there. No booking either. Another one for Gundogan, and certainly that will require a yellow to be shown. 15 minutes played. Manchester City with an early goal courtesy of Riyad Mahrez has them up 1-0 and leading 3-1 on the aggregate. Well, this is certainly within range for the likes of Neymar and Angel Di Maria. It's a 5-man wall with a 6th man laying behind. It's Neymar. Over the wall, but over the crossbar as well. Just couldn't get the necessary dip. It actually deflected off the head of Fernandinho. I did not catch that in real time, but Fernandinho did get a head to it. And so it will be a corner kick for PSG. Had Fernandinho not gotten a head to it, maybe that would have gone into the back of the net. Who knows? Neymar over to take the in-swinging corner kick. It's delivered to the near post. Zinchenko there to send it away. Now Verratti is on it for PSG. He'll get it back from Neymar. Verratti holds. Now Neymar. Ahead for Di Maria. Cross at the byline is a good one. The header struck the woodwork. What a chance at the back post for Marquinhos, who scored a header himself in the first leg from a corner kick. He leaped up about as high as he could get, and PSG will feel hard done. That could have easily been their opening goal of the match. And now Manchester City could open up a counter-attacking chance. Gundogan ahead for Phil Foden. Foden to the edge of the box, but it couldn't quite find Mahrez. Ander Herrera, a former United player, there to cut it out. Here's Neymar again. Nicely timed challenge from Kyle Walker to poke it away. But PSG do retain possession. On the near side now, it's Florenzi. Well, it's certainly been an entertaining start. And that's what you expect from a second leg of a Champions League semifinal with a spot in the final on the line in the most prestigious club competition in world football. Now it's Neymar. A little movement of the hips, and now the direct ball couldn't find Di Maria. A handball will be called. It struck the left arm of Foden, it appeared. And now some pushing and shoving after the fact, as the Dutch referee looks to take control of the situation. Once again, it's a questionable handball decision. You can certainly see Foden's case. It appeared as though it struck the left shoulder, but it does set up another PSG set piece opportunity from a promising position. Neymar with a glorious ball in. It took a deflection on the way, but Ederson's there to snatch it out of the air. And now, whoa, what a giveaway that was. Out of absolutely nowhere, Ederson gave it away in a very dangerous area, and Di Maria's effort from a ways out went wide. Let's see this once more. Ederson just rolled it out, and it was a poor first touch from Bernardo Silva. The curling effort was just off target from Angel Di Maria. I apologize for the camera issues. My dog's laying against the holder. Yeah, going back to that Marquinhos chance, he got up there to get ahead to it, and it was off the bar. Just what a chance for the Brazilian, the captain of this PSG team. An injury, meanwhile, on the field. Kimpembe is down. Let's look back at how Kimpembe exactly got injured. I think he took an arm to the face here. Yep, there it is from John Stones. We'll see if this is anything real serious. 20 minutes played. It's a 1-0 lead for Manchester City. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. It's been a splendid start for the neutral. Maybe not so much for the PSG fan. Kimpembe is onto his feet. And it does appear as though he will be able to continue. Goal kick for Man City after that giveaway that nearly led to an Angel Di Maria goal. This is played across the back to Ruben Diaz. Diaz up the line. Finds Phil Foden. Now Gundogan. He'll switch it to Kyle Walker. Yeah, the weather has not been pleasant whatsoever in Manchester. PSG getting a true Manchester night on their travels. There were some downpours earlier in the day, and then I guess you could say hail. A mix of rain and snow, some ice as well. Great movement here from Manchester City. Free kick is awarded. Ander Herrera called for the foul. And now he's exchanging some words with Gundogan. I don't know if Gundogan said something, but Herrera all of a sudden went after him. And now he'll be shown yellow. So the first booking of the match comes at the 22-minute mark. PSG are pleading, but that's not going to solve anything. I assume it's not for the foul itself, but for the... Well, he did go in with the shoulder. And then it didn't help his case that afterwards he went right after Gundogan. And the referee was right there in front of it all. Midway through the first half, Manchester City with the early lead. And it's a 2-goal advantage on aggregate. Here is Zinchenko. He gets it back from Gundogan. And now Diaz will send it to Ederson. That clearance up the middle was a risky one, but in the end, a successful one. A nice cutback. And now a switch from the Portuguese Bernardo Silva. Zinchenko into Foden, edge of the box. Foden back to Zinchenko. Manchester City very patient in the build-up play. It's away from Paredes. And now it's stolen by Icardi. Advantage played. Di Maria with the through ball. It's just too far ahead for Neymar, who is making the run. No Kylian Mbappe tonight as he is injured. 55% of the possession for PSG up to this point. So the slight edge in that category, not by much. Yeah, Mbappe apparently wasn't even 100% for the first leg last week, which I guess could partially explain his ghost appearance, really. In fact, Ederson had more touches than Mbappe in the first leg. So that was very telling. And that injury had to have played a factor into that no-show performance from Mbappe in such a big game. And it is an ankle injury that he's dealing with, and it's definitely a significant one, or else he'd be on the pitch tonight for a big game like this. There are actually scenes of him getting out of the team bus of PSG and walking with a limp into the stadium. So it's certainly understandable as to why he can't dress up tonight. Here's Gundogan. Now Zinchenko, edge of the box, looking for options. Now finds Silva. Silva hops right by Di Maria. Here's Ruben Diaz. Manchester City just so comfortable in possession. Moving it around with ease. Gundogan back to the other side. Here's Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez with a burst of speed. Now here's Kimpembe to Verratti. PSG with the takeaway. Although it's given right back. Nice steal by De Bruyne. Maybe a chance opening up. Foden's attempted through ball for Mahrez was intercepted, and now PSG will work it through the midfield. Diaz intervenes with a header out of play. It will be a PSG throw-in with about 20 minutes to play in the opening half from the Etihad. Here is Leandro Paredes. Space opening up for Ander Herrera. On the right wing, it's Neymar. Neymar to the box. Neymar still going. Now plays it back for Verratti. Marco Verratti for Di Maria. Clips it to the back post, but it's too far. Di Maria unable to save it. And in the end, a goal kick is awarded to Manchester City. There's been some promising sequences in the attacking third for PSG, but the final execution just hasn't quite been there, and it needs to be, considering the aggregate score. Ederson out wide, and all of a sudden, just off that goal kick, so much space to attack for Manchester City. This is Bernardo Silva. Now Walker. Back for Mahrez. Here's Gundogan. De Bruyne. Oh, he nearly got it back. He now will. He will see it go over the end line for a Manchester City corner kick. The first of the game for the citizens. Yeah, that was a great idea from Foden. Florenzi really did well, though, to track it down and cut out that little looping ball over the top from Foden, or else De Bruyne would have been in with a chance. Here comes the corner, curled in and headed clear. Manchester City back with it. Sent wide for Walker. Walker towards the penalty spot. Kimpembe got ahead to it. Now Verratti shielding and does draw a foul called against Fernandinho. Quick restart. PSG already playing with some urgency, knowing the situation they're in, as Neymar takes it ahead. Neymar trying to battle through, but in steps Kyle Walker to calmly take it away. Here is Ilkay Gundogan. Closing in on the half-hour mark now. Here is Bernardo Silva. Great combination play. And now it's Silva leading the way. Out wide for Foden. Here's Mahrez. Di Maria blocked off the passing lane, I should say, but it landed right back with Mahrez. Gundogan in the middle. Now it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne onto his right foot. Curling effort just wide. He's certainly capable of scoring goals like that. We've seen him do it, but he never quite got the amount of curl on the ball necessary to put it on target and test Keylor Navas. PSG will work it out of the back. 30 minutes played, 1-0 Manchester City. 3-1 on the aggregate. PSG with an uphill battle, but not an insurmountable one. If they can get a goal before halftime, the chances of a comeback would certainly be right there for them to take. Here is Marquinhos. Herrera to Di Maria. Di Maria leaves it for Neymar. Neymar with a nice pass out wide. Florenzi, driven ball. The dummy by Di Maria, but no one behind him for PSG. And now Walker cruising ahead, finds Bernardo Silva. Slowing down is De Bruyne. Zinchenko, his lookalike, finds Gundogan. Gundogan goes down. A clean takeaway, according to Bjorn Koppers. And now here's Di Maria. Some pressure from the backside. Verratti was aware, though, able to maintain possession. Here's Verratti once more. Florenzi, back to Verratti. Sliding in to save it was Kimpembe. Opening up is Paredes. Cross sent in by Abdou Diallo. Back out for Marquinhos. Manchester City with all 11 behind the ball. The goals aren't the concern for Manchester City at this point. It's making sure that they don't concede as they look to hold on to this 2-goal lead on aggregate. Not necessarily a comfortable lead, but certainly in a better position, an even better position than they were at the start of the night, where they only had a 1-goal aggregate lead. Here's Di Maria. Di Maria still going. He finds Neymar, edge of the box. Neymar on his left foot, thinking about his shot. His angle blocked off. Now he lays it back. Diallo for Verratti. Back with Neymar. No shooting lanes opening up for PSG. It's moved to the right side with Marquinhos. Floats one to the back post, but it's comfortably claimed by Ederson. PSG can just not find a way at the moment to break down this stingy and disciplined Manchester City defense. And here's Phil Foden. Taking on Marquinhos. Gets it back from Zinchenko. Here's Gundogan. Now Fernandinho. Fernandinho with a poor pass, and all over it is Icardi. Icardi out wide for Neymar. Neymar waiting for support. Now finds Leandro Paredes in the midfield. About a dozen minutes to play in the opening half of the second leg in the semifinals of the UEFA Champions League. Here is Verratti. In the middle for Di Maria. Now Marquinhos once more. Thanks everyone for tuning in and being a part of this afternoon's broadcast. Hope you guys are enjoying. It's been an intriguing match thus far. The early goal for Manchester City really dictating what they do for the rest of the match, which will be mainly to sit back and prevent PSG from coming back. PSG will have to give it everything they've got going forward, so something will have to give with PSG down by 2 on aggregate. Here's Ander Herrera. Now it's Paredes. Paredes takes it across midfield. Now Di Maria, 35th minute of play. Icardi. Verratti. Now Kimpembe finds Marquinhos. Di Maria's cross is blocked. Now it falls to Diallo. A chance, and Ander Herrera with the left-footed effort just sent it over. Wasn't a bad look whatsoever. Just couldn't keep it low enough. Mauricio Pochettino applauding the effort. PSG seemed to be right on the verge of an opening goal. We'll see if they can get that opening goal before the first half comes to a close. Ederson goes up the middle. Gundogan was not expecting it. PSG, though, unable to pounce as Herrera's ball sent forward was given right back to the host. There's been some shakiness at the back. It hasn't all been Ederson's fault, but certainly that pass appeared to be his fault. Although Gundogan could have been more alert. It was an interesting decision to play it up the middle. But in the end, Manchester City aren't punished. Foul called against Diallo. Free kick to City. That was certainly contact. Free kick given. Mahrez getting hydrated for a second. We'll see if he could possibly take this free kick or if he'll make himself an option in the box. No, he'll stay back, although it is looking like De Bruyne could be the one to deliver, and he does. In swinger, cut out by Diallo, and the whistle stops play. So free kicks given to PSG. Passes completed 228 to 164 in favor of Paris Saint-Germain. The possession still 55 to 45% in favor of the away side. Yet PSG do trail on the scoreboard. Neymar goes down, and he has some words for Silva. Neymar not happy at all. He's quite often the victim of fouls. He's come to get used to it as the star player he is. Both players most likely conversing in Portuguese. Bernardo Silva from Portugal, Neymar from Brazil. And yeah, it was definitely a bit of a unnecessary foul, and Silva certainly knew what he was doing. Di Maria's cross comes back out to Icardi. Now laid back to Marco Verratti. Verratti out wide. 39th minute now, closing in on the final stages of the first half in Manchester. Verratti, the return pass. Across, dealt with by John Stones, and now cleared away all the way downfield as it will find Keylor Navas. Nice bit of skill from Verratti. He finds Herrera. Now on the right wing, it's Angel Di Maria. Alessandro Florenzi. Back to Herrera. PSG trailing by a goal in the second leg, trailing by 2 on aggregate. And that's given away. De Bruyne is on it. Here come Manchester City. De Bruyne across for Silva. Bernardo Silva holds. Now sends it ahead to Phil Foden. Foden back to Mahrez. Mahrez with a square pass, but it's picked off by Icardi. Neymar's double teamed. A clean takeaway. Stepping in was Marquinhos. It takes a wicked deflection. Nearly led to an opportunity for Gundogan. Instead, it falls out wide for Foden. What a wild sequence that was. 5 minutes to play in the opening half. Here's Ruben Diaz. That pass intercepted. This is Di Maria. Di Maria just didn't have any options by the time 3 City players converged upon him. And now he'll have to track back. Zinchenko to De Bruyne. Back with Alexander Zinchenko. Thanks everyone for being a part of the broadcast. Nothing better than Champions League nights, especially at this stage of the competition. The absence of Kylian Mbappe certainly affecting PSG on the attack. Phil Foden dancing around. Advantage given. Foden out wide. Now Zinchenko into the box. Zinchenko to De Bruyne. Ahead to Mahrez. Mahrez looking for the shot. It was deflected into the air, and Keylor Navas comes down with it for PSG. That's the type of team Manchester City are. In the blink of an eye, they can put together a moment of magic and punish you, even though PSG have the edge in most statistics up to this point. Here's De Bruyne, the through ball. Won't find Foden as Marquinhos steps in. Paredes to Herrera. Now Alessandro Florenzi. Herrera finds Neymar. .42 minutes played. We'll see how much stoppage time there is in this first half. Probably not much. As Verratti finds Florenzi. Now Marquinhos. Nice turn from Di Maria. Neymar. That's blocked by Stones. PSG not done. Verratti to Neymar. Neymar in the box looking for space. It falls to Herrera, and his cross is cut out by Diaz. He came sliding in at the near post to deny PSG of a chance in front of goal. It will be a corner kick, though, for the Parisians. Yeah, it actually went off the head of Ruben Diaz, the Portuguese center back. Taking one for the team as Angel Di Maria will deliver the corner. Promising ball in, headed up, and now away by Walker. And this could create an opportunity the other way. PSG have to get back. A lot of open space. Out wide. Here's Mahrez. Mahrez puts it into the mix, but it's sent clear by Verratti. "44th minute, a minute away from first half stoppage time. Pressure from behind. Fernandinho went down. No foul was called. And now it's Neymar with support on either side. Oh, a nice one-touch pass to Di Maria. Di Maria cuts it inside, but not enough time to do such a thing as it was cleared away out at midfield for a PSG throw. And you can see how much PSG would like to get a goal before the first half comes to a close. Time running out, though, for them to do just that. Here's Di Maria. Now Paredes. Into Ander Herrera. It's Florenzi. Back to Marquinhos. 10 seconds from stoppage time. Neymar goes wide. 45th minute is upon us, and there will actually be 3 minutes tacked on to the first 45. So a substantial amount of stoppage time. Here's Florenzi ahead to Di Maria. Di Maria crosses, headed right back to him. Di Maria defended by Zinchenko. Trying to get by, but Zinchenko says no, and he saves it. Nicely done by the Ukrainian. The clearance lets Man City breathe for a moment. This is back with Marquinhos, who's under some duress. It's stolen by De Bruyne. De Bruyne looking for support. Gets it from Bernardo Silva. Silva now holds. Manchester City up 1-0. No real intent to go after it and get another goal. If the opportunity arises, they'll certainly take it, but that's not the main concern right now, with them leading by 2 on the aggregate, of course. Here's Fernandinho. 2 minutes until halftime. Stones to Diaz. Now Zinchenko. Nice touch by Foden, finding Gundogan. Gundogan cuts away from Paredes. Now Mahrez taking on Kimpembe. Driven shot, blocked off of the near post by Navas. Second chance, deflected just wide. Bernardo Silva with an opportunity to double the advantage for Manchester City. Yeah, Mahrez initially went for goal at a very tight angle. Bit of an awkward save from Navas, but he still got the job done. And then the second attempt was actually from Bernardo Silva, and it looked like Kimpembe got his chest to it, maybe his shoulder. What's going on, Shauna? Welcome into the broadcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. Much appreciated. I definitely appreciate you stopping by. 1 minute until we reach the half in this Champions League semifinal. Oh, Navas through the crowd, able to punch it away. Sent back in. Diaz at the back post. Had his header go off of Florenzi. Another corner on the way for Manchester City. On the previous one 30 seconds ago, what a delivery it was from Kevin De Bruyne. He'll look to do it again. Here it comes. This time, PSG clear. And that should be the last opportunity of the opening half. And there we are. Mauricio Pochettino quick to the tunnel. Pep Guardiola follows as the rest of both teams will head to the locker room and recharge for what should be a thrilling final 45 minutes ahead. The second half still to come at the break. It's Manchester City 1, PSG 0, a 3-1 lead for Manchester City on aggregate. PSG running out of time. They have 45 minutes to save their Champions League season, or else it will be Manchester City heading to the Champions League final, a club that's never won the Champions League. I'll be back after the break. The halftime report is on the other side. Don't go anywhere. Riyad Mahrez in the 11th minute gave Manchester City the lead. Nothing's changed since. That's the difference between the two sides after 45 minutes of play in this second leg. I'll be right back with the halftime report. Welcome into the halftime report, everybody. Manchester City with a 1-goal lead at the break, a 2-goal edge on aggregate. PSG with some work to do in the second half with a spot in the Champions League final up for grabs. Right now it is looking like Manchester City will take that spot, but PSG might have other ideas. Could they pull off an incredible turnaround in the second half? You can't rule anything out, but it's certainly a first half that Manchester City will be happy with, you have to think. Even though PSG had more of the possession, had a few more chances, Manchester City overall were pretty much in control. That early goal really set the tone. If Man City hadn't scored that early goal, then we'd be looking at a whole different situation and scenario. But that early goal definitely gave Manchester City some comfort. And you could see by the way they just controlled the game in that first half, kept possession, and going to that first half goal from Mahrez in the 11th minute. Just a wonderful long ball by Ederson. Zinchenko cutting it back to De Bruyne. His original effort blocked, but great awareness by Riyad Mahrez to know that there could be a rebound or there could be a deflected ball that lands in my path. And that's exactly what happened. There was a lot of open space in the middle to attack for De Bruyne, but as the defender came towards him, that left Mahrez wide open down that right side, and it fell right to him. And a nice composed finish as he was able to slot it by Keylor Navas. And yes, certainly the start to this match that Manchester City were looking for. And PSG had the right ideas to start this match. And just the way Manchester City really against the run of play got that goal, it had to have been a gut punch for a PSG team who were looking to create in those opening minutes, and were creating some good looks, but just were unable to capitalize. And it stayed that way throughout the first 45 minutes. PSG still looking for their first goal of this second leg. But yeah, I still think it should be an interesting second half because, as I mentioned in the first half, Man City know what they want to do. It's not. I wouldn't go as far as saying they're going to absorb the pressure, but they'll certainly not be, against sitting back, doing their job defensively and preventing PSG from getting a goal that would get them back into this series. Meanwhile, we know PSG have to go for it. They have to score. So as I said in the first half, something will have to give in the second half. The task is a tough one for PSG, but it's not impossible. A wintry mix tonight in Manchester with a bit of downpours, a bit of snow, I guess hail, some ice. They're still playing, though. This is what Champions League football is all about. I'll continue the halftime report after a quick break. Don't go anywhere. It's the Champions League semis. Stay tuned. Welcome back into the halftime report, everybody. Manchester City 45 minutes away from making it to the UEFA Champions League final. PSG looking to pull off a comeback. We shall see if they're able to do so in the second 45 minutes ahead of us. When it comes to those first 45 minutes, the unmissable moment had to be the lone goal that came in the first half from Riyad Mahrez. I can't get over what a brilliant long ball that was, played by Ederson to really set up this chance. Zinchenko cutting it back to De Bruyne. His shot blocked, but it falls right to Mahrez at the back post. A composed finish as he's able to get it by Navas and put Man City in firm control of this series. Can the citizens close it out in the second half? We will see. Don't go anywhere. A spot in the Champions League final is there for the taking. Will it be Man City or will it be PSG? We shall see. After this quick break, it's back out to the Etihad in Manchester, England for the second half of the second leg in this Champions League semifinal. Stay tuned. This has been the Halftime Report. Welcome back. Back to Manchester we go for the second half of this UEFA Champions League semifinal. Appreciate all of you who have stopped by this afternoon. If you enjoy the broadcast, make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. Manchester City 1, PSG 0 is the score. A 3-1 lead for Manchester City on aggregate as both teams head out of the tunnel and back onto the pitch And Manchester City, the first ones to do so, followed by their opponents, PSG. Will PSG have the belief within them to come back and, more importantly, be able to execute in the final third? Because the chances have been there in this match, just none of them put away by PSG. Of course, no Mbappe for them tonight. Kylian Mbappe out with a calf injury. Certainly a significant loss, but it's still a very talented PSG team. If they can get a quick goal in the second half, the belief will certainly be there. But Manchester City will undoubtedly make that task very difficult, just as they did in the opening 45 minutes. Looks like everyone's trying to get as much shelter as possible and head out to the pitch at the very last second. The rain's still coming down a bit. It was more like hail just hours ago. Some ice and snow on the pitch. It's cleared up a bit since kickoff as the match has progressed. In fact, the grounds crew doing a really good job at halftime, shoveling off all of the snow that remained. Manchester City 45 minutes away from a Champions League final appearance. Can they finish the job off? They are 75% there after winning the first leg and winning the first half of the second leg. But it's not done yet. The last PSG player to come onto the pitch is Marquinhos, the captain. The referees now follow. Actually, it looks like Neymar is lacing up his boots in the tunnel before he comes onto the pitch. A little bit of an extended halftime. It was an 8 p.m. local start in England. Just past 9 o'clock local time now in Manchester. And here comes Neymar. Can he lead the line and provide a moment of magic or moments of magic that just might as well be necessary for PSG to pull off the comeback as they trail by 2 on the aggregate? Manchester City in their light blue will kick off in the second half, going from left to right. PSG in their dark blue and red going from right to left in the second half of play. There's the whistle, and off we go. Second half is here. The long ball sent forward right away. No opportunity created from it. And within the next 45 plus minutes, Manchester City could be through to the Champions League final. Here is De Bruyne. It's played behind Silva. Back to De Bruyne, though. And his pass caught a deflection. Keylor Navas gets there first. Neymar heads it back for Kimpembe. Long ball forward by Navas. Falls to Ruben Diaz. Here's İlkay Gündoğan. Foden once again to Gündoğan. It's a timely intervention. Marquinhos takes it away, but it's quickly won back by Fernandinho. Here's De Bruyne. Taps it wide for Mahrez. Now Fernandinho back to the other side with Zinchenko. '47th minute. Well, if Manchester City were to surrender this aggregate lead, it would be, simply put, a disaster. They are certainly expected at this stage to protect the lead in the proper manner. But you never know. That's part of the beauty of the Champions League. You never know what to expect, do you? Here's Neymar. Neymar looking wide. He finds Paredes. Now Neymar. Out wide it goes for Diallo. Nice touch back to Verratti. Knocked out a play by Fernandinho. A quick throw and taken. And it's intercepted by Fernandinho. He read that one all the way. It's quickly won back, though, by Verratti. Verratti splitting through the defense. Play on, says the referee. Left-footed strike from Di Maria blocked. In the way was Ruben Diaz. Back to midfield. Here's Kimpembe. He goes wide to Diallo. Fernandinho once more steps in. The pass intended for Neymar. Neymar comes up with possession on the near sideline. Mahrez, though, quick to take it right back. And Mahrez gets bumped off the ball by Diallo. Free kick to Manchester City. It seemed to be unnecessary, really, from Diallo. Little cheeky shoulder bump. And the referee was right there to call it. Here's the City free kick. It'll be switched by Walker. Now it's going to on to Fernandinho. Nice ball out wide for Mahrez. Mahrez goes down. And a foul will be called. Goes against Diallo again. The second foul in about a minute. Yep, certainly a foul. Looking at a replay. Mahrez and Walker both standing over the free kick. Walker looking to switch. In the end, PSG take it away. It's chested back to Navas by Herrera. Navas will pick it up. 5 minutes gone, early second half. Here's Abdou Diallo. Verratti gets steamrolled from behind. Fernandinho took him down. Foul is called. PSG looking to work quickly, knowing that a goal is important sooner rather than later. Paredes. Now Di Maria. Di Maria finds Diallo. Now it's Neymar. Neymar patient. Neymar still. This will be chased down by Verratti, and he will earn a corner kick. Nicely done by Marco Verratti. Off of Walker. Set piece for PSG. Remember, they scored from a corner kick just like this in the first leg. Marquinhos got ahead to it. Can they replicate that? Not this time. So it's headed away by Fernandinho. Out for another PSG corner kick as Herrera will try once more. Sent in again, and this time a push is spotted against Icardi, so a foul going out, and disappointment ultimately for PSG. Will be a Manchester City throw. 53rd minute. The rain continues to pour down at the Etihad. All Kylian Mbappe can do is watch on, as he did not dress up tonight, dealing with a calf injury. Here's De Bruyne. Space opening up. Chance for Foden. Oh, what a stop. Keylor Navas comes up huge. Foden was offsides anyways. The flag went up after the fact. Doesn't take away from the incredible save by the Costa Rican keeper. It was definitely tight, but perhaps it was the right offside decision. Foden unable to finish nonetheless. There's a switch from Kimpembe. Oh, a risky pass. Marquinhos with a cheap giveaway. Fernandinho from distance tries to chip it forward. Now it falls to Foden. His blast saved. Rebound let up. De Bruyne on the chase. PSG looking to work it out, and they do, as Neymar sends it ahead to Verratti. Ball forward. Was looking for Di Maria. Di Maria wins it back nicely. And Neymar leads the attack now. Neymar onto his right. Neymar still going. Neymar with a shot that's blocked. A sliding challenge from John Stones, and you can see what it means for Manchester City. Top class defending here. It was actually Zinchenko who got touched to it. Stones was right behind him as well. What a chance that was for Neymar and PSG. Here come PSG from the corner kick. Through ball. Can't be controlled by Di Maria. Swooping in for the steal was De Bruyne. De Bruyne sends it ahead. Huge collision. And a foul called against Silva. As Florenzi got trampled over. Well, play really starting to open up. 55 minutes played. A 1-0 lead for Manchester City. 3-1 on aggregate. But it's far from over. Can PSG get a goal soon? Here is Paredes. Verratti back to Kimpembe. Opening up is Diallo. He'll get it back from Verratti. Now it's Paredes once more. To the other side, it's Marquinhos. Florenzi couldn't get it to Herrera. And now here come Manchester City the other way. De Bruyne with no support at the moment. Can't keep it. A takeaway by Marquinhos. Now it's Leandro Paredes. Diallo into the middle. He goes down. No fouls called. Diallo absolutely furious. And now here's Gundogan. Gundogan taking it up a gear as he comes down the left side. Now De Bruyne looking for the switch. And that ends up beyond Mahrez. Out for a PSG throw. Diallo goes short to Neymar. PSG down by 2 on aggregate. Here's Verratti. Appreciate all of you who have stopped by today. It's Been quite the Champions League semifinal. Here is Verratti now. Some pressure coming from Morris. That's given away. John Stones there for the steal. "58 minutes in the books, just about." Yes, Gundogan. We'll get it to Silva. Back from Mahrez. De Bruyne lost it. There's Ander Herrera. Herrera with a really dangerous pass back to Navas, who clears it away one time. It will be a Manchester City throw-in. Here's Mahrez. Knocked out for a City throw. Kyle Walker will take it. Free kick given to PSG. Man City unable to retain possession. Sent to the other side by PSG. Some pressure from Manchester City. Here's Navas. Over to Kimpembe. Now it's Abdou Diallo. Knocked out for a PSG throw. Here is Verratti. Neymar with a nice turn. Off of Walker. It will be a throw into PSG. Moise Kean getting warmed up on the sideline for PSG. Could we see him make an entrance soon? The possession in the second half, 59 to 41% PSG. They have the edge in total attempts 2-1 and in corners 3-0. Yet it's still Man City with the 1-goal lead. An hour played, a half hour to go at the Etihad. Here's Gundogan. Gundogan saved it. However, PSG do take over. Now here's Verratti. Neymar charging forward. Neymar has Di Maria to his right, finds him. Di Maria into the box. It was intended for Icardi. Back out. Di Maria once more with a service. Neymar goes down. The strike from Herrera is blocked at the penalty spot. Ruben Diaz got there for Manchester City. Now it's Mahrez in possession. Chance after chance for PSG. Just haven't managed to put one away. This is back with Keylor Navas. Half hour to go in Manchester, England. Neymar to Di Maria. And there was a handball. Ruben Diaz. What appeared to be the unintentional handball that struck his arm. Going back to the Herrera chance. Wow, Ruben Diaz just getting in front of the ball. He might have took that off the chin, the chest. I'm not sure. Ruben Diaz has been brilliant tonight. And now here comes that substitution. It's Moise Kean coming on to replace Mauro Icardi. And Julian Draxler will also come into the match as he replaces Ander Herrera. So some changes from Pochettino. Will they help the cause at all? Free kick for PSG. They need a goal soon. Neymar clips it forward. Fell down at the edge of the area, cleared away. No real problem for Manchester City, and now here they come on the attack. It's Phil Foden into De Bruyne. Back to Foden, cross to the back post, and Mahrez puts it home. Manchester City are certainly now heading to the Champions League final. It's goal number 2 for Riyad Mahrez. It's a 2-0 lead for Manchester City, a 4-1 lead on aggregate. And PSG are in absolute disbelief and frustration. A game in which they have arguably been the better side, but Manchester City have now a 2-goal lead, and Manchester City can feel the spot in the final is right there. Brilliant cross. Mahrez sweeping it at the back post. Foden setting up the chance, and Mahrez absolutely making no mistake as he roofed it into the net. A desperate attempt to get back across the goal by Navas. He couldn't get there in time. Pep Guardiola's delighted, and so are Manchester City. It seems inevitable now that Manchester City will be heading to the UEFA Champions League final. What a night for Riyad Mahrez, and Manchester City in the 63rd minute take a 2-goal lead, and it's now a 3-goal edge on the aggregate. Mahrez now 1 away from a hat trick. Well, it's been Man City's fantastic defense that's allowed to their scoring opportunities at the other end, and they've made no mistake when those opportunities have come by. The same cannot be said for PSG. Just haven't been able to break through this stingy Manchester City defense. And now 3 goals are needed for PSG, which is just about impossible with only 25 minutes to play. Here's Neymar. Taken away by Manchester City. And they could really pour it on now. Here's Phil Foden. Nice takeaway, though, as it's won back by Lorenzo Florenzi. Alessandro Florenzi, excuse me. Here's now Neymar. Here's Paredes. Paredes from distance. Bit of a desperate shot there that went well high. It's been a frustrating night at the office for PSG. It really has. Going back to that last Manchester City goal moments ago, just great link-up play. Foden was the one who originally took it ahead and really opened up the space for Man City. Nice 1-2 combination with De Bruyne, and then Foden sending it across to the back post for Mahrez to finish. That's a takeaway, though, for PSG. Here's a chance. The effort from the substitute Draxler blocked. How many times have I said that tonight? And was it Diaz again? I think so. He's been absolutely phenomenal. This is back with Ederson. 67th minute, about 3/4 through the match, and Manchester City seem to be well on their way to victory. Here in the midfield is Verratti. Verratti turns, finds Neymar. It is a foul by Mahrez, excuse me. Well, so many chances for PSG, but the fact of the matter is not a single shot has been on target for the Parisians, and that's a huge issue. In swinger by Di Maria, sent into the mix at the back post, but no one there to answer. PSG win it back. Sent out wide by Draxler. Good service over the head of Keane. Headed over the end line by Walker. It will be a PSG corner kick. The rain not letting up in the slightest. Di Maria's out swinger. Headed away. A nice win by Foden. But in comes Florenzi. He gave it away for a moment, but Mahrez with the long ball sent it out of play. Well, if right now I had to give out the man of the match, I understand that Mahrez has 2 goals, but I'd have to give it to Ruben Diaz. And look at this. The night gets worse and worse for PSG. A red card has been given, and tempers really starting to flare. Di Maria taking out Fernandinho. And that is the end of the night for Di Maria. Certainly a challenge of frustration from Di Maria. VAR will check it just to make sure, but the Dutch referee had no doubt in his mind as they were chirping away. And then Di Maria stomped on Fernandinho with his left foot. Those two are going at it. And then there came that stomp from the left foot of Di Maria. The two rivals on the international stage, Di Maria of Argentina, Fernandinho of Brazil, going at it, and Di Maria let his emotions get the best of him. And off he goes. PSG down a man for the rest of the evening. And matters only get worse for PSG now, as this second leg of the semifinal is slipping away from them in front of their eyes. As seen within reach at one point, but now they're about as far from coming back as you could imagine. And we'll see what the emotions bring out from both teams in these final minutes. The referee will have to take control of this game, or else it could get ugly. And as right as I say that, down goes Foden as he's fouled. A yellow card is shown. Up until this point, it's been, a game with really few fouls, and there were no bookings actually until that Di Maria red. But now Ander Herrera did have a yellow, but that was the only booking up until the Di Maria red, and now Verratti is shown yellow. Zinchenko is up in arms. Manchester City trying to get them to calm down. The captain, Fernandinho, taking control of the situation. And now Zinchenko will be shown yellow as well. Well, this could be a real interesting final 20 minutes. Let's see what happened here. Oh, Paredes afterwards, after the foul, threw the ball towards the head of Foden after Foden was already down injured, and that's what caught the ire of Alexander Zinchenko. Well, 20 minutes to play and maybe a lot more drama, not based on the scoreline, but based on the way this game's being played. Another foul against Verratti. He has to be real careful. Already on a yellow card. Manchester City also have to make sure that they don't let the emotions of the moment get the best of them, because they've got an important final ahead of them. And a red card would be costly, or could be costly. Obviously, it's a team with a lot of depth, but still, Pep Guardiola will want all his options available for him in that crucial final. De Bruyne driving forward, the ball deflected back off of his shin, and it will be a PSG goal kick. 73rd minute of play. Here's Florenzi into Neymar. What a touch from Neymar, but not much of anywhere to go. De Bruyne comes away with the steal. Won back quickly by Man City. De Bruyne is down in quite a bit of discomfort. Play continues meanwhile. Here is Kyle Walker. All the while, still down is De Bruyne. What a move by Mahrez. Mahrez onto his left foot. Mahrez for the hat trick, has his strike denied. A block there. De Bruyne is back up. He'll receive yellow for that challenge, actually. But he appears to be all right. Yeah, everyone needs to remain calm at this point for Man City. At this point of the game, where they know they have the win secured and a spot in the Champions League final on the way, they just can't lose their head. They can't lose their cool. Can't do anything silly. Offsides called against PSG. Just over a quarter hour remains as Mauricio Pochettino gets set to make a double change. Still no changes from Pep Guardiola. It looks like Danilo will be one to come in. These are the third and fourth substitutions of the game from Pochettino. Yep, so Danilo will replace Paredes. And we'll see what the other changes for Paris Saint-Germain. It will be Alessandro Florenzi coming off for Colin Dagba. So Dagba enters, as well as Danilo. It's consolation time at this point, with PSG trailing by 3 on aggregate, 4-1 Manchester City over the course of the two legs. Diallo goes back to Navas. Navas in trouble. Got it away just in the nick of time, or else it could have been a third goal for Manchester City. 75 minutes in the books. Here's Keane. Now Draxler to Neymar. Neymar opens it up. Wide it goes for Verratti. Into the middle, it's Neymar. Now Danilo. Back on this near side, it's Verratti. Danilo in the middle. Over on the right wing with Marquinhos. Here's Dagba, his first touches. Pass knocked away by Zinchenko. And now Gundogan finds De Bruyne. De Bruyne, through ball. Gundogan's in, cutting towards goal. Gundogan hits the brakes. Defended by Marquinhos. Looking for support is Gundogan. He goes back to De Bruyne. And now Zinchenko. Yeah, at this point for Manchester City, no need to go, after goal every single opportunity they get. Of course, another goal would be nice to really put this game to bed, but with the score the way it is, it's a pretty comfortable position for Manchester City to be in, and all they care about at this stage is conserving this 3-goal aggregate lead. What a flick on by Fernandinho. Phil Foden with a chance. Foden for goal. He strikes the post. He beat Navas, but couldn't quite finish. Foden, so young, yet so brilliant. What a turn. What a chance. Off the post as he was looking for that far corner. Nearly another goal for Manchester City. Here's Neymar. Can't get by Fernandinho. He wanted a foul. Does not get the call. Now Mahrez to De Bruyne. De Bruyne from distance. That is marginally wide. But Manchester City really pouring it on, taking advantage of being up a man at this stage after the Di Maria red card. Really a moment of foolishness from Di Maria. That's a takeaway by Fernandinho. Deflected pass from Silva. Went in the path of De Bruyne. Danilo was there to poke it out for a Man City corner. PSG starting to get frustrated. A lot of, 50-50 challenges that Man City have won that PSG have argued should have been called for a foul. The referee letting them play on for the most part. Just over 10 minutes remain. It's played short. Man City can't quite execute on that corner kick. It's quickly won back by PSG. Here's Neymar. Neymar to the other side. The total attempts, 12-11 PSG, but look at the attempts on target, 4-0 Manchester City. It's been overall an evenly matched game, but Man City clinical, much more so than PSG have been. "79 minutes in the books. Time winding down. Oh, that's one in a dangerous position. It's Foden with a chance. It's Foden who has his shot saved. The outstretched arms of Navas able to keep it out. Foden's had some real good looks. He really has. Maybe he'll put one away late. We'll see. Bernardo Silva. Manchester City, of course, this weekend have Chelsea in the Premier League, a chance to clinch the Premier League title for Manchester City. Here is Silva. Mahrez to Fernandinho. And if they are able to wrap up the title this weekend, it'll really be a bunch of exhibition games preceding that Champions League final in 25 days' time. Because Man City, of course, were knocked out of the FA Cup, so no FA Cup final for them. It'll just be the Premier League from now until the Champions League final. And as I say, they could have that wrapped up as soon as Saturday. Here is Riyad Mahrez. 10 minutes to play. Walker to Fernandinho. A masterpiece from Pep Guardiola's side. A club who's never won football's most prestigious competition. At the club level, here's Mahrez. Mahrez back to Silva. Bernardo Silva dancing through, getting to the byline. The cross cut out as Kimpembe recovered nicely. It will be a Manchester City corner kick. And for the first time tonight, Pep Guardiola will make some changes. Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling will enter. Two players who could very well be in the starting lineup for a stacked Manchester City squad. Kevin De Bruyne's night will come to a close. His replacement will be Jesus, the Brazilian. And Raheem Sterling, I would assume, will replace, he'll replace Silva. Okay. So Bernardo Silva will make way for Raheem Sterling. A double change from Pep Guardiola. He stuck with his starting 11 through the first 81 minutes, and PSG will also make their final change as the Dutchman Bakker will come in. He started the first leg. He comes on to replace Abdou Diallo. All the while, PSG get ready to defend this Manchester City corner kick. Mahrez with the in-swinger. It nearly curled in. How about that? The outstretched right fist of Navas punched it away. Now it'll be a corner on the other side. No hurry whatsoever for Man City at this point. 83rd minute. They rather predictably play it short. Sterling to Zinchenko. Now Sterling back to Kyle Walker. Oh, brilliant pass. Mahrez with the controlled touch. Now it's Sterling in the box. Sterling looking for the 1-2, but the return pass was just too far ahead from, I believe, Stones. And look who's set to also come on for Manchester City. The one and only Sergio Aguero. His last season with Manchester City, looking to win his first Champions League title with the club. Obviously, injuries have affected his season. Oh, here's Mahrez. Mahrez with a chance for 3, but Bakker recovers and takes it away for PSG. That Aguero substitution will be at the next stoppage. Sliding in was Jesus, but that'll be picked up by Navas with 6 minutes until stoppage time. There's never really a moment where this lead seemed to be in doubt for Manchester City on the aggregate. Neymar looking to get through. He'll be called for a foul. Appeared as though he clipped Gundogan. Neymar skeptical. And now Sergio Aguero will enter. Off will come. Well, there we go. Off will come Phil Foden. Aguero had a strange look, and that was because the wrong number was put up on the board. He said, "Hey, I'm number 10." The fourth official took care of that. What's going on, Cooper? Welcome into the broadcast. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. Well, Foden didn't have a goal tonight, but he was absolutely electric. Aguero enters with 5 minutes to play. Manchester City, moments away from celebrating a berth in the Champions League final. 2 goals from Mahrez tonight have Man City up 4-1 on aggregate. It was never in doubt, was it? In the second leg. Oh, great ball. Raheem Sterling going too fast for himself. Just lost his balance ultimately. 86th minute of play. What time is it for me? It's currently 4:48 p.m. where I am. I live in the United States. I live in the USA. So yeah, Champions League games always in the afternoon for me, which I don't really like a ton. I would rather have them at night. You know, if I was, of course, in Europe, they'd be at night. But you know, I try to work Champions League games around my schedule, but sometimes I am busy and have to miss some big Champions League games. But luckily, I'm available today and tomorrow for both second legs of the semifinals, and I think I'll be home for the final, which is at least on the weekend, which is nice on a Saturday, as usual. Walker finds Fernandinho. Now Mahrez. Oh, what a challenge. That was maybe a card-worthy one, and it is Kimpembe is booked. Third PSG player to be, or rather the fourth PSG player to be booked. Third yellow. Of course, Di Maria had the red earlier in the half. The center back receives yellow. 87 minutes played now. Bakker will get it to Kimpembe. Now it's Marco Verratti. Moise Kean turns. Back to Danilo. Now Draxler. Out wide for Neymar. Neymar holds. Waiting for support. Manchester City have no issue with Neymar slowing down. It's exactly what Manchester City would prefer. And now PSG will go all the way back to Keylor Navas. Here's Kean. Draxler sends it through. Neymar's on the end of it. Neymar with his back to goal. Now clips it across. And the effort popped into the air by Marquinhos. A comfortable save for Ederson. PSG have really never managed to test Ederson all night long. It's been a rather routine night for the City keeper. That was taken away momentarily, but quickly won back by Manchester City. Looks like Neymar is down for PSG. Oh, and what a dangerous tackle that was from behind. Danilo will be shown yellow. Well, PSG are ending this game, making their mark known quite literally. And Neymar, meanwhile, behind the play is still down. Yeah, that was quite reckless from Danilo, taking out Gabriel Jesus. And let's see where Neymar got injured here. Looked like a non-contact injury, which could always be worse, you know. Hopefully it's nothing too serious for Neymar. He's up to his feet, a little limp in his step, but he will continue. Into the 90th minute we go, seconds away now from second half stoppage time. There probably won't be much of it, considering the scoreline, but we shall see what goes up on the fourth officials board. Mahrez puts the ball in play as we resume action. And there we see just 2 minutes tacked on to the end of the 90. 2 minutes away are Manchester City from a spot in the UEFA Champions League final. Here's Draxler. Marquinhos into the middle with Kean. Now Neymar. Neymar floats one over the top. Marquinhos on the end of it. Ederson made the stop a bit awkwardly in the end. It will be a PSG throw-in on the far side with 90 seconds to play. PSG looking for a late consolation. Neymar still going. Eventually clipped by Fernandinho, his Brazilian teammate, committing the foul. Free kick to PSG. Well, one more chance for PSG to test Ederson, who, as I said, hasn't been tested all night long. Well, Neymar with an opportunity from just a few yards outside the box. A deep breath. Looks like 6 on the wall for Manchester City. Neymar strikes, but similar to his chance early in the first half, it sails over the bar. Couldn't get any dip whatsoever. And that should do it. Even Mbappe is ready to head on out. PSG will be in a hurry to go back to Paris and reassess. Meanwhile, for Manchester City, their Champions League campaign rolls on as they have defeated PSG. The celebrations tell the story. What a win for Manchester City. You can see what it means. For the Manchester City players, as they are moving on to the Champions League final and are going to the final where they will either face their English counterparts Chelsea or Real Madrid. PSG bow out once again. They come up just short. They, of course, lost in the final last season to Bayern Munich. They fall one step short of that even this time around, losing in the semis to a very, very quality Manchester City side. Definitely the worthy winners, and they seem like a Champions League winning side. They're still one step away from getting that silverware. However, much of the job has been completed. Still 90 more minutes to go, maybe more, for Manchester City to get their first Champions League title in club history. But you have to think no matter who they face in that final, they will be the favorites heading in. In 25 days' time, Manchester City will be in Istanbul for the final of the 2020-2021 UEFA Champions League season. Riyad Mahrez with quite the night. Goals in the 11th and 63rd minute. And Manchester City win the match 2-0. They win on aggregate 4-1. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's broadcast. My name is Samuel Reese, signing off, saying so long. And I'll see you back right here, same time, same place, for the Champions League, for the other Champions League semifinal, when Chelsea takes on Real Madrid. All to play for in that match for sure, with the score 1-1 after one leg, heading into tomorrow's second leg at Stamford Bridge. I can't wait for that match. And after that match tomorrow, we will know Manchester City's Champions League final opponent. Well, a competition that started with 32 teams is down to 3. After tomorrow, it'll be down to the final 2. Manchester City, the deserving victors, on a very rainy night. The conditions weren't great, but Manchester City were certainly unaffected by that. You can see the scenes at the Etihad. Just pure joy on the face of the players. They know the job's not done yet, but they know how big of a win this was to take down a big club in PSG. And I thoroughly hope you guys enjoyed this broadcast. As I said, back tomorrow for Chelsea Real Madrid. Should be a cracking fixture. Can't wait. I'll see you then, 3 Eastern time tomorrow afternoon.